staying local, and we're waiting for the pawn shops to open up, so we're gonna hit the thrift store. It's rare that I do this good at a thrift store, but sometimes you hit good. Found a set of Babysitter Club books. Again, I always look for sets. Got myself a Ryobi battery powered drill. The battery and the charger will at least triple our money on this one. This was the find of the day here. It's a battery powered air conditioned fan. It's cost me $5 and it'll sell for about 130. This we'll have to play with first. It's a battery powered boat. We got some DVDs, lots of profit in movies still. And this thing, I have no idea what this is, but it's made in Italy and it was $3.99, so I took a chance on it. We'll see if we can figure out what it is. Last but not least is this little hand-painted toy. Make a $10 bill on this one too. Okay, we're at our first pawn shop. I worked for this chain of pawn shops from 2009 to 2019, and this is the very first store I ever worked at. Only thing we got there is about $5 in DVDs, some Dragon Ball Z, and an old Stephen King movie, and we'll make about $30 just in those couple minutes. Next up is this thrift store here. It's one of the bigger and better ones we have in our area. All right, that one was our first goose egg of the day. This store here, it's pretty big. I ran this store for 2 or 3 years, circa 2012. You know, one of the benefits of having these as my home stores is that I know everybody because I used to work here, but also because I go to them so often. They don't get replenished fast enough. All right, we're gonna go to this Cash America over here. I just wanted to make mention that the Money Man pawn shop and these Cash America pawn shops are all under the same corporate umbrella under First Cash, and so they all operate on the same system. I wasn't able to buy anything at that one. One of the things I like about going to the pawn shop over the thrift store is that the pawn shop only takes things of value. You know, so at the thrift store, you're sifting through a lot of things that have no value, which is not good for reselling. But the pawn shop has already done all that sifting for us. But kind of hit or miss here, but sometimes we find something good, so we'll see if there's anything we can make some money on. Alright, I did get a couple of things at that pawn shop. I just wanted to show you what I got. This is a Lincoln electric battery charger. Doesn't look like it's ever been out the box. Again, this is bread and butter. This is $5 and we'll probably clear $15 to $20 in profit. This jigsaw, you know, when you're walking by the power tools, a lot of them start to look the same, but you really got to kind of keep an eye out for these ones that are made in like the UK, and just basically same as anything else, the stuff that's made in USA, Europe, and a lot of other places can be money. You know, even after working at the pawn shop for 10 years, this is something I probably would have walked right past, you know, when I first started reselling. So it's worth keeping an eye out for these higher end tools, even if they have a common name brand. And it's just really just built. It looks more solid, it's built more solid, a little heavier duty. And we paid $40 for this, and it should sell for at least $100. Another thrift store. Thrift stores have been surprisingly good for us today. I would suggest that looking any kind of old sealed media you can find. This is old film, it's sealed. We paid $2.99 and it'll resell for on eBay for a little better than $60. The Bose steel, not as high as I thought it would be, but we're still gonna resell it for maybe $30 or so. We paid $3.99, so not a bad stop. On to the next. This one's actually pretty good. So in and out of there in just a couple of minutes. It's a DVD kind of day, but it costs $10 and we'll sell them for over $60 on eBay, so not a bad stop for a few minutes. All right, we encountered a little bit more rain, but this is our next stop. You know, a lot of times sourcing from the pawn shop can be a lot about brand recognition. Everybody knows the brand names Snap-on, Matco, Mac, kind of the big ones, but not everybody knows these kind of name brands. This is made by SK. It's another quality name brand. They had it marked up $49.95. We paid $40, and it'll resell for $100 pretty easy. So keep an eye out for that name brand as well. Turns out I lost my mask for the day, so we're not going to go into that last store. But again, that's just the great thing about being self-employed, reselling for a living is, you know, I make my own schedule. So I'm a little mad we can't hit that last store, but it's not the end of the world. We had a good day of sourcing. We'll make some good money on what we found today. So all in all, a pretty good day.